Hi, Second Channel. I hope you're doing well. This is the place for me to upload unorthodox, non-book related content, or sometimes just author interviews and stuff. And a lot of people have been asking me for like a bit of a studio tour and update on the equipment I use, editing process, all that stuff. So I wanted to do that here in kind of a raw, unfiltered, borderline unedited, not because I'm not, well, it is because I'm lazy, but also just, it's more fun that way. Let's see how little I can stumble over my words while trying to get through this with y'all. The first biggest change we've had here in like the last few months is obviously just getting the office set up as a whole. This backdrop was designed by Kayla. This is her mental creation, and then I built it, and I'm really, really proud of it. Obviously, it is home built, so there's some issues here and there, but overall it's turned out stupendously. Ended up pulling out a couple of the highlight lights we had back there because it was a little too much, but overall I don't know, that's the biggest change and upgrade. We're still using the same lights we had before. Highlights in front of me to add some warmth still work out really, really well. The main one's there, and sometimes we won't even turn that on if the day is sunny enough, actually like today. And then we've also had a pretty big upgrade recently on the channel. I finally upgraded the camera. For a long time, I think about 2-3 years, I was using an A6400 from Sony, and I just upgraded because I saw one on super sale to a Sony A7 III. The biggest disadvantage of this camera I'm not very happy about is this is not able to flip up so you can see it if you're on the other side, which is very annoying. I didn't know that when I bought the camera. I was about to buy like an expensive monitor plug-in or something really annoying, but simple is often the right answer. And we got that here with this attachment up top, which is just a mirror. And it's such a great little accessory so that if you're sitting in front, you can now see what the camera is seeing. Simple solution. And if I was actually someone who was like out and about in the world for photography, trying to do like, these vlogging shots where I'm moving around a bunch, maybe this big attachment would annoy me. But to be perfectly honest, right now, for someone who just sits in front of a desk, it's not even annoying attachment. It's great. Still using the same mic I've been using for a long time. This is an Electro Voice RE20. I also have the same desk buddy I've had for a long time, Mr. Peepums, who's just always with me while I'm editing. And so those are the equipment. Basically, if you want to ask me why I got this, is because everyone told me it handles light a lot better, and lighting on my face was the biggest issue I was having with the A6400. And when I saw this was like 50% off, I was like, done. Sold my A6400 and got this, and only paid a few $100s of difference. Yay. And then the new lens, that was actually a bigger expense, but everyone who knows cameras knows that lenses are the bigger expense than cameras themselves a lot of the time. And the reason I chose this mic is because it's the one that Anthony Fantano uses, and I always thought his voice sounds really great. So cool. I got this also on a sale. This is the mixer I use for the mic. It is the most overkill thing ever. The only reason I got it is I think it was used like 70% off. I really like used stuff, like a lot. And so this has been a great little daily driver to handle audio. Still same, just using, I think, an M1 Mac from a long time ago. Honestly, like Apple, these M1 Macs are so good. I don't think I'm ever gonna upgrade. I can edit 4K video. And yeah, it's a couple of years old, but like, who cares? As long as it's doing the job. I like a lot of tech reviewers are kind of now leaning into that more. They're kind of telling you like, you don't need to upgrade. Every tech reviewer who's like, I respect over the last 2 years, when they review a new MacBook Pro or something, they're like, don't upgrade, it's fine. And I just appreciate that. So yeah, sticking with the M1. The only expenditure we've had is we finally upgraded Kayla's Mac from an Air to a Pro, just so she actually had the ports she needed and stuff like that, and she could handle editing as well, because she's now taken on editing ad spots and Patreon videos and stuff. So if you've been on there seeing that, that's the responsibility and magnificence of Kayla's contributions, which is really, really wonderful. Still the same desk that we got from Richmond. Got my logo on it. A friend of mine made that for me, and I absolutely adore it. And there's the typewriters in the back that I've gotten some questions about. So we have a Hermes 3000. This was a birthday gift from Kayla. These are normally really expensive, but she got this for like a fraction of the cost because it's missing the rotator knobs, which certainly is mildly inconvenient, but This is not the one I'm using to actually type on. I just love this machine and how it types, so I'm not really bothered by it. This is my actual favorite typewriter I own. It's a Brother, which is a less appreciated company in the typewriter community for a bunch of not interesting to not typewriter fans reasons. But if you want to get a very typable typewriter with an automatic spacer, I still love that it can do that without any electricity. I recommend Brother. For bang for your buck, this throws hands with the best, and it's way more affordable on the market. Here's my one from like the 19-somethings. I don't know, there's no serial number on it, so it's impossible to know when this was made, but it's like World War II era, and it still works, which was awesome. I got that at a pawn shop. No, it wasn't a pawn shop. It was a consignment shop. I don't think they knew what they had, and they thought it was broken because it didn't have a ribbon. But I just put a ribbon in there, and it works great. And I got it for like, I want to say $40 is awesome. This is probably the roughest one to use. This is my Royal. I've cleaned it again and again. It just keeps getting stuck. I think someone tried to clean it using oil, which you should never do on a typewriter, but a lot of people try to oil typewriters. So I got to figure out a way to fix that. And then there's my final one, which is another Underwood, a newer version than obviously the Beast. But this one, I can't tell if I love the way this one sounds when it types. I don't love the way it feels. That's enough typewriter stuff. You don't care about that. I keep having people ask me to do like a full video on this, the Wheel of Time from NerdForge. I would love to. But if you've seen the NerdForge video, you've seen how it was made. You don't even need to see like me opening it. So here you go. This is... Here, you can get a nice little close-up of that. Here, let me put myself in front of it so I actually know what I'm looking at. It's absolutely amazing. Martina did an incredible job, and so happy with that. Yeah, those are pretty much the upgrades that have been going on to the office. I need to work on my monitor situation a little bit. These are both, oh no, Kayla has some older monitors. Those are the ones I was using literally all the way back in high school. The top one fails occasionally, but her and I like clinging onto things until they're totally broken. And these are two cheap ones I got on Amazon because they were, again, guess what? On sale. I'm a deal tracker. It's if you want to know like what my hobbies are outside of reading and typewriters, and I guess my other big hobby is like playing piano now. I'm trying to learn. It's also deals. I love me a good deal. It feels a victory. And then the messiest thing, if you're thinking, oh, Daniel, this is actually pretty well put together. Here's the prop closet. All the stuff that we use, and this is not exactly what I would call clean. It's just loaded up with all the props I can use for various videos. And it should be clear because all of our internet stuff is behind all that. So every time we have to like do something, it's a pain in the ass to get behind there, but there's no other place to put that stuff. It's rough. Anyway, that's our current setup. And here's, Kayla would probably want me to show you these, her little tiny bookshelves on the side. She really likes these. But yeah, thank you for tuning on in. And that is my current office setup and equipment. Let me know if you have any questions. I will be sure to be active in the comments section down there. And if you are interested in any of the stuff I'm using for recording, I'll have affiliate links where you can buy it. And I get a cut of that because it's an affiliate link, but don't feel any pressure. Obviously, like I assume a lot of you are not needing high-end recording equipment. I don't even need stuff this high-end, honestly. I'm spending money on stuff I don't need to. I actually released a video using this camera already, and there's not one comment mentioning that I look nicer or better or clearer. And after that happened, I was like, you know what? I know. So that's how it is. Thank you all. Love you. Bye. Boop.